Hey y'all, welcome on in. My name is Alex the Creative Llama. If you see that red live box right there, that means I'm live, but if you don't see it, you are just catching the replay. And y'all, do me a huge favor, right down there in the pinned comment, open that up and make sure you're part of my broadcast channel, because I share when I go live in there. I share the link directly into there because sometimes people don't get the notification through Facebook. But I also post up different deals and sales and like updates. So make sure you're in there, and I'm going to share that right in here. And we're going to do the cutout of the week. So if you are new or you're watching the replay, like, what is cutout of the week? So about a year ago, I started cutout of the week, where I would do like a little exclusive cutout each week for you to purchase. And so we started that back up again just last week. This was last week's cutout of the week, which you can no longer grab, but you can still grab this one. So it's going to be a little mini turkey shelf sitter. So when you pop on, comment the word turkey, and that will send you all of the info. It's $12, which includes shipping and all of that jazz, okay? And if you purchased cut of the week last week, your cut of the week is going to be shipped tomorrow. So we've got some painting to do. So when y'all pop on, say hey. I feel like it's been forever and a day since I've been on. But y'all, life has been busy. Life has been busy. So I apologize that I have not been on as much as I should be. Especially this last week. Hi. Hello. Hi, Victoria. All right. So first I'm going to start with the body of our turkey. And I'm going to paint it camel. Now, I will tell you on this cutout, the eyes are engraved into the wood. So be careful when you're painting around that area that you paint very, very lightly so you don't get paint in the engraved marks of the wood. Hi, Pat. Yes, so when y'all comment the word turkey, you'll get the info and the link to purchase the cutout of the week. Like I said, it includes shipping. So there's no added shipping cost to it. But it's about a 6x6 turkey. And I think this guy is just so cute. So I'm going to paint really lightly around his little eyes so I don't get paint in there. Hi, Pam. Hi, Barbara. Hello, all my beautiful friends. I have missed y'all. It has been busy, busy, busy. I am working on getting, now look what I did, y'all. I was over here talking and I got paint in there. It has been a busy few days. I am working as quickly as I can to get myself caught up on cutouts. So I'm hoping all of those will ship before I leave on Wednesday. All right, so there's our little turkey. Put that to the side. I'm done with my camel. So throw that away. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Diane. Is it freezing for y'all? Is the video like going in and out for you? Because that's what it looks like to me. Okay, so these are the feathers to your turkey. So I have a little cheat sheet so I don't mess it up. We're going to do pesto, saffron, papaya, cherry at the top. So let's start with meadow. Hi, Janelle. No. Okay, sweet. Hi, Sandy Vogel. All right, I'm going to spray a little bit of water in here, and I am going to use my foam brush, and we're going to paint both sides of the feathers the same, okay? So I'm just going to use my foam brush, and if you're just popping on, we are doing the cutout of the week. So this is the new cutout. It'll only be available this week. It's a mini turkey shelf sitter. Hi Miss Sue. Hi, Marcy. Okay, I need to get me a new pesto. I need to doctor this one up because it is dry. All right, so painting this on here. Now, you don't have to use chalk paint or chalk paste to paint. You can use acrylic, you can use chalk paint, whatever you like. That is up to you. Okay, so we got that. That is going to dry, and then we're going to go in with our next color. Hi, Mary. Hi, Jennifer. How is everybody? Where is my dryer? That's probably where I put it. So let's dry it and let's do the next color. So next color is going to be saffron, which is this mustard color. I promise I can talk. Hi, Lynette. Y'all, what did y'all do this weekend? It was a 3-day weekend, right? Did y'all do anything fun? Did you go anywhere? Did you cook out? Did you hang by the pool? We did our family fantasy football draft, and I cooked my spaghetti for everybody. Oh no. Okay, if you purchase, let me just say this. I just realized Miss Melanie purchased the cutout of the week, and the shipping, I forgot to include that in the free shipping. So if you purchase the cutout of the week right now, I will refund your shipping, because it shouldn't be charging you. So I'll fix it. So if it's charging you shipping, which it is, I can see right now that it is charging shipping. I'll go in and fix it, and I'll refund those of you who did purchase it with the added shipping. So don't worry about that. You will get that money back. It rained all weekend. It's raining here as well. All right, so we're going to go in with our saffron. Y'all, I love this color. I don't know if it's available anymore, but you could totally mix it up. So if you do go in and purchase the cutout of the week and it charges you shipping, I promise I will refund it, and I will fix it as soon as I hop off of here. I knew I was forgetting something. I was sitting right there in my system looking at it. I'm like, I think I got everything. I forgot to make it free shipping for that item. So I apologize, but have no fear. Your shipping will be refunded. Yeah, it's starting to rain here, which we need the rain. So I am not complaining in the least bit. We need it bad. We went to an apple festival and painted yard art today. How fun. That is so fun. All right, so I'm going to go in, and I'm just using the lines of the feathers to kind of help guide me to know where to stop painting. But you could totally get funky with this and use like fun colors, do wild colors, whatever your heart desires. Whatever you want to do. Hi, Darlene. Hi, Karen. Let me see if I can fix the shipping issue as I am on. No. I cannot fix it. So if you purchase cutout of the week and you get charged, I'll refund you. Or you can wait, and I'll post an update once I get it fixed, and you can go in and purchase it. Gosh darn it, y'all. I thought I had everything together. You know, it is what it is. All right, let's get that dry. And I'm going to clean out those lines because that's driving me nuts a little. So let me get this dry, and then we will clean it. I did not complain either. It was a relaxing weekend and needed. Yes. Yeah, it just started raining here this afternoon, and it's been really nice. Hi, Linda. It's about a 6x6 turkey. It's about a 6x6 turkey. The one I have right here is a smidge bigger. Just because I already cut it, I thought, let me go ahead and just use this one. But yours will be a 6x6 turkey. So it's just a little smaller than the one I have in front of me. So I'm just going in and I'm cleaning out the lines because I got a little heavy-handed with my paint. So I'm just using a straight pen to clean it out. Like you see here. So that's a little tip for you. If it kind of looks like this side, if your paint looks like that side, you can use a little bit of a straight needle or a pin needle and clean it out. That's what I like to do. Hi, Teresa. Miss Teresa, I saw that you signed up to be a Perks member. That is fantabulous. Hi, Michelle. We are making our cutout of the week. So it's a little tiny mini turkey shelf sitter that you can only grab this week. So if you like it, be sure to snag it. All right, I'm going to touch up some of the areas that I missed, but look at the difference cleaning out that line, those lines make. So the reason I didn't do it down here is because I had thinned out my paint quite a bit. So if you don't want to have to go in with a needle to fix it, thin out your paint a little bit and it'll help. Hi, Debbie. All right, so next color, we're going to go in with Papaya, which is this really pretty like orange color. If you don't have it, you need it. because it is gorgeous. All right, so I'm going to go in with Papaya. I'm going to try not to add so much paint so I don't have to sit there and mess with the lines, but I probably will end up doing it anyways. So we're using Pesto, Saffron, and Papaya. I have no clue what's happening behind me. I don't know which one is moving. There's two counters back there. You can't see the other one. But if you haven't done so, y'all do me a huge favor, hit that heart button and sprinkle the video. When you do that, y'all know that helps me and I appreciate it. Hi, Robbie. So, and if you're just popping on and commenting the word turkey, just so y'all know, the price does include shipping, but I need to turn off the shipping for the item. So if you get charged shipping, I will absolutely refund you the shipping cost. Just so y'all know. And I know a couple people have already bought it because it popped up on my screen. So if you did purchase it already, sorry. Have they let, yes, they have. It's called Jolene. So the new color of the month is Jolene. It's a shimmer red. It's really, really pretty. But that is out for you to purchase with a $75 order or more. So, and that is available on my Chalk site only. Okay, so there are the papaya feathers. I am going to clean it out. But y'all, oh my goodness. Get that out. I don't know what I was going to say. I apologize. So I'm just taking my straight pen and just cleaning out those lines. And like I said, if you thin out your paint a little bit, you won't have to do this. But I'm a little heavy-handed when it comes to painting. So I'm not surprised that even though I said I wasn't going to do that, I still did it. Already made my order. Yay! I did see your order come through. Lots of y'all have already grabbed it. And just so y'all know, the color of the month, once it's sold out, it's not coming back. So grab it before it's gone. Just saying. But I don't even have it yet. I'm hoping to get it before I leave on my trip. And show it to y'all. So hopefully it ships tomorrow. Can you talk a little bit about being a Perks member? Absolutely, Miss Dawn. So Perks membership is just basically like a VIP customer program, right? So as a Perks member, you get 30% off all of the Chalk product. So you get 30% off all of that all the time. And then, and that's only for $20 a month. So you get 30% off. Okay, rewind, Alex. So you sign up, right? It's $20 every single month. And the day that you sign up is the day that you'll be charged each month. So if you were to sign up today on the 2nd, then come October 2nd, the $20 would be removed from your account. But the really cool thing about that is you get that $20 back in product credit to use within 30 days on an order. So you get 30% off. You get the $20 back that you spend to be a Perks member. You get it back to put towards an order. And then as a Perks member with me, I do a little extra fun stuff. I do a 50% off coupon once a month for cutouts on my website. And then as a Perks member with me, I give you 20% off all of your live sale orders. So anytime I do a live sale, you get 20% off your entire purchase with me. That's just a little added little perk that I do for my people. But through Chalk, you get the 30% off and it's $20 a month. It's great. You will save quite a bit of money. So I highly recommend it. When does the holiday launch stuff come out? I want to say it's September 9th. So we do have another launch coming out. Bunch of Christmas stuff, which I should be getting my little sneak peek here in the next couple days, which means I will have some of the transfers in hand. So that's coming out September 9th. Lots of Christmas stuff. I think from what I've seen, y'all will love it because I sure do. This is cherry. This is the color cherry. All right, so let's get this dry. We'll clean it out. And then all we have left to do is the feet, the little nose, and the, what do y'all call this? What is this called? What is this part called on a turkey? I feel like we had this discussion last year. And I know it. Do you have to be a member for a certain amount of months? Nope. Miss Dawn, you can sign up this month, right? And then let's say come November, you're like, a waddle, there you go. Let's say come November, you're like, I don't want to do it anymore. I'm not spending the money. It's not worth it. You can cancel at any time. There's no commitment or anything like that. Ooh, and I totally didn't mention, plus if you become a Perks member, you'd want to sign up first. And then if you want to be in the club, so club is our subscription, like craft subscription box. If you want to be in the club, you can totally do that and get it at 30% off. So instead of paying like the $22, it's like $18 every single month. So that is another option too if you decide to become a Perks member. You're welcome, Dawn. I know, Haley, I denied you. You interrupted my live. You should know better at this point. Okay. That is not... Hold on. I gotta fix this. That does not look good. Hold on. Hold, please. So. A waddle. Hi, Kelly Lewis. It's called a waddle. But yeah, if y'all have any questions about Perks members or anything like that, y'all know you can always ask me. I'm always happy to answer and help y'all however I can. And tell y'all, you know, what's up. All right, so we're going to put that to the side. Now we're going to go in with the feet, and I shouldn't have thrown away that brush, and the little heart nose. So I am going to use, making a mess. That's okay. I know, I went on a little bit later. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my little mini foam brush, and I'm going to paint the heart nose and cherry. Okay, now, people always ask me, do I have to use the chalk paste to paint? No, you can use whatever kind of paint you want to use. I think people sometimes get bogged down with, like, they see me use a certain kind of paint and they think they have to use that. If you like acrylic paint, then use acrylic paint. Don't ever feel like you have to do it exactly the way that I do it. All right. I'm gonna wipe up my hands, and we're gonna go back in with the saffron and do the little waddle. And then we'll do the little feetsies. And then we have a little tag that goes around the neck, which we'll paint as well. But I think we're gonna do that in vanilla. But we really kept it simple. So if you want to snag this cutout, go grab it. Okay, close that up. Let's do, actually no, don't close that up. Let's do the feet. I'm just going to use my little mini foam brush. And y'all tell me what y'all had for dinner, and I'm going to pick a winner in the comments because y'all are so quiet tonight. And there's lots of you in here. Tell me what y'all ate for dinner, and I will pick someone who shares. I'll pick someone for some Happy Meal. Let me know. I'm loving, thank you. Tacos. Hi, Debbie. All right. Homemade burgers. Burgers, fries, salads, chicken wings, fries, pizza, and wings. Hi, Samantha. Steak and homegrown lima beans. Nothing yet. Me too, Miss Sandy. I haven't eaten yet. I was moving back home, so I had Burger King ribeyes. Hi, Sandy Brown. Barbecue American chop suey. I had a salad with a bowl of watermelon. Look at all these people commenting. It makes me so happy. Do I use chalk, paste, or ink with the transfers only? What color green did you use? Yes. So when I'm using my silkscreen transfers, these, I only use chalk paste or ink. I do not use any sort of paint, and the green that I use is pesto. Blackened chicken breast, chuck roast. Hi, Kristen Pryor. Chicken breast smothered in onions and toasted bread. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, so this is the little tag that goes around the turkey's neck. I'm going to use my foam brush. You could use a makeup sponge for this, which I actually recommend over this, but this is engraved on the wood, so you want to be really careful and do really, really light coats, unless I can find my makeup sponges over here. You'll want to do really light coats to prevent the paint from going into the engraved part of the wording, okay? Let's pick a winner. So I'm going to scroll, and Miss Samantha Osborne, who had pizza and wings. Miss Samantha, you are the winner. So do me a huge favor. Send the page a message saying, hey, I won, and I will send you a form to fill out to claim your prize. So here's what I'm doing. I'm loading up my little foam brush, and I'm offloading it, and then I'm dabbing. I'm not trying to go in heavy-handed, because if I go in heavy-handed, it's going to fill in the engraved marks on that wood, and then it's not going to look good. So go really light coats. Like my coat is very light, but it's not getting in the engraved part, okay? And just bounce. This would be a lot easier with a makeup sponge than my foam brush, but I don't know where my makeup sponges are. Imagine that. So, all right, let me get this on here, and then we're gonna put it together. I'm gonna show y'all how to put it together, and then you can go grab this. It's $12, which includes shipping. Although if you go purchase it right now, you will be charged shipping because your girl forgot to turn off the shipping. So if you purchase it now, I will refund that shipping for you. I promise. And then I'll fix it after my live. But it's $12 shipped. No added shipping, and y'all, look at that. The paint is not in there. So that's how you kind of fill in those engraved pieces on wood, is to go in really lightly and just bounce your paint onto it in really, really light layers. If you go too heavy, it's going to fill in where that wood is engraved. Y'all are so sweet congratulating her. I don't know if she commented, but if you are still on, Miss Samantha, congratulations, my friend. All right, let me wipe this up, and then let's put our cute little turkey together. Okay. Which I'm kind of glad I decided to do this on a live, because I think it's going, because there's some pieces, like some spacers, that you're going to need to understand how to glue those for it to make sense, okay? So here's our little turkey. That's still a little wet. Let's hit him with the dryer. Yes. So we use Camel pesto. Now my pesto is watered down, so that's why it looks a little bit lighter. Then we have saffron, papaya, and then cherry. So let's use our Stick Fast glue. No, sorry. So you have your backer, and then it also is going to come with 3 of these spacers. Now, this is not necessary if you don't care to put the little token, if you will, around the turkey's neck. You can just glue it flat. But using these spacers will lift it up a little bit to help with tying a little bow around his neck. So that's what we're going to glue down first. So I'm just going to put glue, and I'm going to put one down here, the other one on the other side, And it doesn't really matter where you glue these, just as long as you kind of glue them to where it's not gonna get in the way of tying something around his neck. Thanks, y'all. So while that is setting up, let's go ahead and pull out some ribbon for our turkey neck. And I don't know, what do y'all think? Do y'all like this? I think that's pretty. We have that. We have the one that kind of goes with saffron. We have this white one. We have this brown one. What do y'all think? I will do whatever. I'm not going to use raffia on this one, but you could totally do raffia if you wanted to. I'm not going to use raffia on this guy. I want to keep it nice and simple. Now, I got this thing from Michael's, I want to say. So, but I got it last year. Let's use, I think, the white. Let's go with the good old white. So let's see if I can thread this through without it giving me a hard time. My luck is probably not. I'm gonna have to cut it. So let's see. White, okay. Oh my gosh. I don't know if this is gonna go through. I don't know, brown and orange and white. I'm just gonna do one because the hole to get through this is very little. So I don't even know if I'll be able to fit this one in here, to be honest with you. I might have to do something more like this. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. Yeah. That has too many like different type sides. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's not gonna go through. So we're just gonna go in with this orange one. Maybe. Hopefully. And it keeps fraying on me, which it's going to. Y'all, I'm having like the worst luck tonight. We may not be able to do this. Or maybe I should have done this off live. Use your pen to poke. Ooh, that's a good idea. Where'd my pen go? Well, heck, if I only knew where it went. Hi, Erin. Y'all? Okay, hold on. I don't know where my pen went. Let's see. Oh. Tape corner yarn. Yeah. The top of my desk. Let's see. I don't see it. Shocker. I don't know if this is gonna work. No. All right. Tape, tape, tape. Where is my placement tape? We might just have to use some good old twine. Because I was trying to be cutesy with this, but that is appearing to be a difficult task for yours truly. Let me try this. Use my bead threader. I don't know how that would help me get it through the hole. You know what I mean? Let's see. Yeah, that's definitely not working. Well, shoot, y'all. Hello there. I really enjoy watching you craft. Thank you, Donna. Alex, I signed up. Oh, hold on. Sign up for... I'm not sure. I honestly don't know the answer to that, Miss Inez. I think they're a little bit behind on shipping. Not behind, but normally they ship fairly quickly, and I think they've got an influx of orders, and it's taking a little bit longer right now. I did cut it at an angle, and it's still not working. So we're just going to use some good old jute and call it a day. Hopefully I can make this, work. Yep, that worked just fine. So we're going to do a little jute bow. okay? Because I don't have the patience right now to sit there and mess with it. So I'm going to tie this, maybe, and we're going to do a little bow through the whole. Oh, I see what you're saying, Kathy. Duh, Alex. Okay, let me try that really quickly. Durr. Let's try that. I will try Miss Kathy's idea because I didn't, you know, put 2 and 2 together. Let's try it and see. Maybe, maybe. It's not going through unless I'm being a dum-dum, which, you know, is very possible. Let's try this right at the top. No, it's not going to go through. We'll just use some jute. Thank you. Y'all are so sweet. I know I've not been on very much this past week, but I'm going to try to go live every day until I go on my trip. But I'll be back on Tuesday, next Tuesday. So if you have questions about shipping and all of that, you can send me a message. I don't really like to talk about it on here because I have no way of like looking up anything or anything like that. And then if it's like a chalk order, you can always reach out to Chalkator customer service and they can help you because I can only see what you see on your end as far as like shipping or tracking goes. But if it's a cutout order that you're wondering about, send me a message and I'm happy to chat with you through Messenger. Hi, put the threader through. I tried that, Linda. It wouldn't go through. Oh, I see what you're saying. Duh. Duh. Hold on. Take 2, y'all. Take 2. I'm a little, you know, I'm on the struggle bus today, clearly. Hold on. I see what you're saying. Ah, there we go. I got it. Miss Kathy and Linda. I knew I was doing something wrong, but my poor little brain couldn't figure it out. There we go. Y'all, I'm a mess. I think it's time for me to go to bed. Okay. So now that, you know, we finally got it. Just took me quite a few minutes to figure out what I was doing wrong. Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm a mess. All right, so I'm going to knot this. Or I'm going to attempt to knot it. Yay, yes. Y'all are probably all looking at me like, girl, you know how to use that thing. You're just not using it correctly this time for whatever reason. Sorry. All right. And I'm like struggling. Why am I like, what is wrong with me? Okay, I'm going to glue this down just to tighten it. And of course, my glue gun goes out. No, this was supposed to be a quick project. And it definitely turned out to not be one of those. I'm so sorry. You know, good Lord, Alex. Hot mess express over here. Hold on, I'm just trying. Yeah, I did it. It's a Monday and we think it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Y'all. It's been a long week already and it's only Monday. That's the sad part. Okay. I'm going to cut this off and I'm going to glue a bow. Because I don't have, for whatever reason, I don't have the mental capacity right now to figure out how to tie a bow on it with it. Okay. So let me do this. And then make this a tad smaller. And tighten it. I'm going to move that looks fairly decent. So I would use hot glue, but my hot glue gun is not working. Well, I'm glad I can provide some entertainment tonight, y'all. I'm glad y'all are laughing at me. Okay, let's finish this up and let's get off this live, because I've just made like an absolute fool out of myself. That's okay. I do it for y'all. I do it for y'all. I am a disaster. Okay. So while that is sitting up, let's switch over to here. So it does come with the kickstands. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. We'll let this set up and then we'll glue. He is a cutesy turkey. Yes. Y'all are so sweet. Okay. Move that there. And then let's cut this. Oh, Lord. I think I need to eat and go to bed. That's what I think I need to do. It's a broken Monday kind of day. I absolutely agree with that. It really is. Okay. Oh, look how cute he is. Why am I like out of focus? Look how adorable he is. I love him. Okay, so since I glued the spacers on the back, I'm only going to put glue right there, because if I put glue all over the back of the body, it's not going to do any good, because it's not even going to touch the feathers. Okay, so we're going to lay this down. Oh heck, I messed that up. Let me fix the feetsies. This is a disaster of a live, but y'all, I promise, if you're new, I promise I'm a little bit better. I'm a little bit more put together than I was tonight. I know. Okay. Let me let that sit before I mess it up again. But there he is. Okay, should we distress it or leave it? What do y'all think? Distress or leave? I think we should distress the feathers, I mean. Should we distress the feathers? Yay? Nay? Or like, girl, get off. Thank you, Miss Carolyn. You're so awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Yes? Okay. We're going to use walnut stain. Okay? Distress. Yes. So we're going to use walnut stain. And I'm just going to go around the edges. Oh my word, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. Y'all have been amazing. I will be back on tomorrow. We'll be doing something. What? I have no idea. So make sure you're part of the broadcast channel, which is right down here in the pinned comment. If you open that up, there's a link in there that you can click and it'll get you signed right up. And I am going to add a little bit around the turkey. Okay. I'm just going to kind of not make it so harsh. I'm just going to go in with my finger and lighten it up a smidgen in some areas. But there he is. Let's glue this back in here. So I think this should sit up. Yeah, it'll sit up if you don't glue it in there. So if you want to store it easily, you don't have to glue this in here. It will stand on its own without gluing, but I'm going to glue mine. And then we're done, y'all. We are done. So do me a huge favor, hit that heart button, go grab this cutout. It is only available this week. I will go fix the shipping on it ASAP as soon as I hop off of here. But that is our cutout of the dang week, y'all. That is the cutout of the week. So you can only grab that. It's $12. It's a 6x6 turkey. And it will ship hopefully before I head out of town. So if you order it like today. So there's that. We're done. So I will see y'all tomorrow. Go grab this turkey. I'm going to go fix the shipping. But thank y'all so much for hanging out with me and being patient with me, even though this was supposed to be a quick project. I've been on for almost 45 minutes. So I think he turned out pretty dang cute. But y'all have a great rest of your day, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye, guys.